Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing good. So today we are here for grade 10 maths. The chapter today we will discuss that is algebra review, and these are the four lessons. The first one is solve linear equations, solve system of linear equations, solve quadratic equations, and solve linear inequalities. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using their email and password that is provided by the administrator. Go to the subject tab, select the maths, scroll it down, then go to the grade 10 lesson, grade 10 chapter. Here are the list of the chapter, list of the lessons. Today we start the first one, and here we already covered. So now today we covered solve linear equations. So solve for h. If you have a question like this way, so how can we solve it? There are two methods. You are just going to subtract. Okay, so h plus 4, that is equals to 10. So what we do for that, we are going to subtract on both sides 4. Okay, there is minus 4 and here is minus 4. This 4 and 4 is cancelled, only h is left, and 10 minus 4 is 6. This is the way to solve it. If you have a question like this way, there is 3m plus 5 which is equals to 10. So first of all, 3m plus 5 and minus 5, subtracting both sides the same number, this should be cancelled, plus minus should be cancelled, only 3m is left, which is 10 minus 5 is 5. From here we are going to finding it out the value of m. So separating 3 from m, here 3 is multiply with m. When we separate it out, this 3 is moving in this side but in the form of division. Okay, if some numbers which are multiply on the left side, and when we are going to move it from the right side, then it should be divided. Okay, if some numbers that are added in the left side, move it to the right side, so that is subtracted. These are all the rules. Okay, so for here we are going to finding it out. 10 minus 2j, that is equals to 2. So first of all, here is 10 which is in the plus form, subtracting 10 on both sides, minus 10 and 2 minus 10. So this 10 and 10 cancel out, only minus 2j is left, and 2 minus 10 is minus 8. Now dividing on both sides with minus 2. Why? Because we are going to cancel out this one. Only j is left, and minus minus cancel. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8. So here is 4. Value of j is 4. Okay, this is the way to solve it. Now these kind of question, let's do it for that. So from here we are going to finding it out. N minus 10 over minus 3, that is equals to 0. Okay, sorry, n minus 10 So look at here. If some number which is added, then we are going to subtract that number both side to cancel out. If some number which is subtracted, then we are going to add another number to cancelling out. Now, if some number which is divided, we are going to multiply the same number and then we are getting the answer. Okay. So here is n minus 10 over minus 3 multiply with minus 3. That is equals to 0 multiply with minus 3. Both the sides. This minus 3 should be cancelling out. Only n minus 10 is left, which is equals to 0 times minus 3 is 0, because when 0 is multiply any number, then you get the answer 0. Okay. So now what we do here is n minus 10, you are going to add both side with 10. So 0 plus 10. This should be cancelled. So what is value of n? When 0 is added or like subtracted, so that number is left. So this is n is equals to minus 10 is your answer. Okay. How many ways that we discussed? The first way, if something number only addition, here sometime number is multiply. Okay, these two are the same multiplication. Now it's in the form of division. Okay, now let's do some test questions. Solve for q. 2q minus 6 is equals to 10. Okay, what this shows. Okay, let me just tell. So here is 2q, there is minus 6, so you are going to add up both the side with 6. This should be cancel out. So here is 2q, which is equals to 60. Now dividing on both side with 2, because separating out this value of q, which is 8. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 8 is 60. So let's check, is there any option for 8? I think so there is problem with the question. How to do it? This is answer is, I think so it's 2. Okay, answer is 2. Let's solve another question, then you're more able to clear. Look at here this one. D plus 3 divided by 4 is equals to 3. First of all, we are going to multiply 4 on both sides. Okay, in this way it should be cancelling out. So here is d plus 3, which is equals to 4 times 3 is 12. Now subtracting both sides with 3, this is cancelling out, and d is equals to 12 minus 3 is 9. Okay, is there any option for 9? Yes, it's here. Let's go with it. Hope you guys understand this lesson. Let's do this one. C divided by 3 is equals to 2. C divided by 3 is equals to 2. First of all, dividing with 3, on both side. This should be cancelled, and c is equals to 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, and this is the right answer. So look at here, you can solve the rest of the question by yourself now. Hope you guys understand this lesson as well. Solve the rest of the test questions by yourself. Solve system of linear equations. Let's do this one. Now, solve the system of the equations by graphing. First graph the equation and then type the solution. Okay, look at here now. This is a very easy thing. X minus y is equals to minus 4 and y is equals to 6. First of all, what we do, we are just checking the equation. We are finding it out the x-intercepts and y-intercept. For x-intercept, your y is 0, and for y-intercept, your x is 0. Okay, so let's finding it out. For example, in the first one, when we are saying that where y is equals to 0, if you plug in y0 into the equation, then we're finding it out the x4. Like how to find the x-intercept and y-intercept, let me just tell you that thing first. So for x-intercepts, your y is equals to 0. Like this is the equation, x minus y is equals to minus 4, x minus y is equals to minus 4. So in place of y, you are going to put 0. Okay, so what is x? That is minus 4. Okay, now for y-intercept, your x is equals to 0. So in place of x, you are going to put x minus y is equals to minus 4. So 0 minus y is equals to minus 4. So minus y is equals to minus 4. This minus and minus is cancelled. So y is equals to 4. So what is the first value? That is minus 4 and 4. This is value of x and y. Okay. This is the thing that if you have done it, or otherwise you can say that like the 2 points, if you are going to write in the form of 2 points, I'm going to writing it in the form of 2 points. Okay, here I'm going to write it like in the form of 2 points. In that case, what is value of x and y? X is minus 4 and 0, and in that case, what is value of x and y? 0 and 4. So what are the two values? Values are minus 4 0 and 0 4. Okay, this is the thing. So now we are just going to draw these points on the graph. Okay, and then just connecting the line, and one line is already given. Which line is given? So the equation tells you that every y value is 6. So plot some points that have a y value of 6, like 0 6 in place of x is 0, and like 1 and 6, and then draw a connecting line them. Okay, so this is the line over there. Let's do it. This is the first equation that is given, which is x minus y is equals to minus 4. So from that we are going to find firstly x intercept, then we are going to find y intercept. And now the second equation which is given, y is equals to 6. Now let's plot a graph. So look at here how to draw the graph. This is your point 0, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is positive x. Now for negative x is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, and minus 6. For y value it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is positive y. For negative y it's minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, and minus 6. This is for negative y. What is your first point? That is minus 4 and 0. What does it mean? X is minus 4 and y is 0. The other point is 0 and 4. 0 is x and it's y4. It's here. One line is like this way. My graph is not too much good. So, like this. Okay. And now the second point is y is 6. What does it mean? It means that y 6, so x is 0 and 6. So where the 0 and 6 lie? It's lie here. This and this line is the meeting point where it meets at point 1 and 6. Okay, this is the graph that we get it. All right, now let's do the next question. This line is the meeting point. Look at here now the question. X is equal to 6y, x plus 6y is equals to 6. First of all, we are going to finding it out these 2 points. Then we're going to finding it out these 2 points. And second one is y is equals to minus 1 by 2x plus 3. Okay. Then in this way you are going to finding it out easily, all the things, all the terms. Okay. The same method we are following now. First of all, I'm finding it out intercepts. What is the equation? That is x plus 2y is equals to minus 6. X plus 2y is equals to minus 6. Finding it out the intercepts. So what is x intercept? Y is 0. So when y is 0, so in place of y I'm going to put 0, minus 6, and x is equals to minus 6. And in finding it out y intercepts, your x is 0. Okay, so place of x 0, 2y which is equals to minus 6, so 2y is equals to minus 6, dividing both sides with 2, so your y is minus 3. So from here value of x and y is minus 6 and 0, and here is 0 and minus 3. These are the two values for x. Okay, now this is from the first equation, and then when you plotting it, it's like that way. Now look at here the second one. What is the second one? 2x plus 3y is equals to 6. First of all, putting again y0, then secondly again x0, then just checking it out that point. Okay, and then now combine it. That's it. Let's do it. Where is the second? Can first draw this one? Yeah, let's draw this one firstly. I'm going to plot a graph here. 7 and 8. This is for positive y. Okay. Now what are the points? Let's check it. First point is this is for positive y. Okay. Now what are the points? Let's check it. First point is wait, my screen is stuck. Let me share again. Now I think so it's clear. Wait, my screen is stuck. Let me share again. Okay. So the point is minus 6, 0, 0, minus 3. Minus 6, 0, 0, minus 3. Where it's lie? Let's check. First point is minus 6 and 0. This is minus 6 and that is 0. Second point is 0 and 3. It's lie here. And now when you basically add these 2 points together, okay, this is the point that we get for first two. Now let's finding it out. The second basically equation intercepts 2x plus 3y is equals to minus 6. So 2x plus 3y is equals to minus 6. For x intercepts y0, so it's 2x is equals to minus 6. So divided on both sides, so x is equals to minus 3. So first point is minus 3 0. And the second point is y0. Oh, sorry, for y-intercept, x is 0. So when x is 0, it's only 3y is equals to minus 6. Dividing 3 on both sides, so that is y is equals to minus 2. So this point is 0 minus 2. First is minus 3 0 and 0 minus 2. Minus 3 0, 0 minus 2. Let's check. Okay. So where is minus 3 0 for x? X is minus 3. This is minus 3 and here it's 0. And 0 minus 2, it's like here. Okay. Now let's add it. So here it's like meetup. Got it? This is the full question, and these are the points. We are finding it out by after finding it there. You can say that intercepts. Look at here, the first two intercepts and the last two intercepts. Okay, these are, and this is your graph. All right. So this is the solved system of linear equations. In this way, we are going to solve the linear equations. I hope you guys understand this lesson as well. Let's do the next one. solve the quadratic equations, and then it's last one. Okay, so here we apply the quadratic formula. It's so simple. Mm, First they're using the factorization, and if there is no factorization, then we are apply the quadratic formula. Okay, there are two methods to basically finding it out, the solving it out the equations. Okay, so what's the quadratic equation? Like quadratic equations is the equations like in which you can say that, for example, it's a square term, then it's single term, and then it's constant. Like it's in the form of this way. Equation is in the form of this way: a square plus, sorry, mm, x square plus bx plus c. This b, c are the constants, and here are the variables. Like for example, 2x square plus 3x plus 12, which is equals to 0. This is the thing that we have done in these kind of solutions. Okay, so let's take some examples for that, then you're more able to clear. So I'm going to write it down here, a question, then we solve it. Okay, so solving quadratic equation by factorizing, there are two methods. One method is factorizing, and the second method apply the quadratic formula. Okay, there are the two methods. First method is factorizing, and second method is applying the quadratic formula. If first method is not applied, then we are using the second one. Otherwise, we are using firstly the first thing. Okay, so here is the question. Let me write a question and then we will solve it by using the factorizing. So the question is x square minus 8x plus 15. I'm just choosing a random question. Okay, so here is the table that you need to understand. When you are some questions like this way, what are you doing? Firstly, you are taking the value of c, and you are taking the value of x, not basically variable, only the constants. Then you are going to multiply with each other, and then you are just basically try to factorize it. Okay, like in the form of you make it pairs. When you're going to multiply, then you get the answer of that, and when you are adding or subtracting, then you get the answer of middle one, like this way. This is your basically a is what? A is 1. Here is your b, and here is your c. You are going to multiply c with the a and then factorize it. Okay, when you are going to factorize it, so for example, here the terms, this is 15, 5 times 3 is 15, only the two multiples. When you are going to add up minus 5 minus 3, then you get the answer minus 8. Otherwise, for example, when you are going to add up, you are getting minus 2. When you are choosing plus 5 minus 3, then you are again choosing 2. So simply both have negative sign. So when you are going to solve it, so here I'm going to put x square minus 5 minus 3x minus 5x plus 15. Look, when you are going to multiply these two, then you get the answer 15. Then when you are going to add or subtract, then you get the answer 8. Taking x common in first two, x is here, 1x is left, minus 3. 5 is common in the last two, x, then minus plus minus, there is outside is minus sign, so the inner side is changed. 5 times 3 is 15. Now what we do, we are going to write down these are the two brackets. If these two brackets are same, okay, the inside of the bracket all the numbers are same, so we can say that our question is right. Otherwise our question is not right, we are going to solve it again. Okay, so here is we are going to write like this. We first we write it down these two. This is x minus 5 in one bracket, and then x minus 3 in one bracket. Okay, now how to find the values of x? So for finding it out, the value of x is x minus 5, which is equals to 0. So what is x? That is positive 5. Okay, second value is x minus 3 is equals to 0. If you're not clear, like this way, adding on both sides the 3, 0 plus 3. So this should be cancelled and x is equals to 3. So what are the two values of x? The first value of x is 3 and second value of x is 5. So x is equals to 3 and x is equals to 5. These are the two values of x when you're going to solve this question like that. This is the way of method. Okay, let's solve some another question. So here I'm going to write some another question. So x square minus 8x plus 12. So here is 12. So when you break 12, it's 2 and 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And with a negative sign, you are going to put the sign negative with it. And when you are basically add or subtract, then you get the answer 8. So it's x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 12. So here is x is common, x minus 6, minus 2 is common, x minus 6. Okay, so what are the factors? X minus 2 and x minus 6 separately equals to 0. X minus 2 is equals to 0, x minus 6 is equals to 0. When you are going to put it 0, then this is 2 and this is 6. So what is your solution? So you write your solution like this way, 2 and 6. Okay, this is your solution set of that question. Hope you guys understand the way of method basically. So let's just check some another examples. Okay, so here if the k is involved, so what we do for that? Now look at here. Step 1 is factor. That's it, I think so. We have done 2 or 3 questions. That's enough for you to understand. Okay, we have done these questions, these 3 questions. Then I hope you get that. Now solve the rest of the questions by yourself. Okay, and practice it. Solve linear inequalities, the last lesson of that chapter. So for now, how to solve this one? Let's do it. 6 into b minus 96. I'm going to write it firstly. 6 into b minus 95 plus 185 greater than and equal to 197. We are going to solve this inequalities too. So how can we solve it? Okay, we just check it out one by one. So check this thing. First of all, we are going to solve that 185. Okay, we write all the thing is here like 6 into, why I should write 9, it's b minus 95 plus 185 minus 185 less than and equal to 197. Okay, minus both sides, the same thing both the sides. Okay, this should be cancel out, and what is left? 6 into b minus 95. So 197 minus 185, what's the answer? Just subtracting 185 from 197, then you get the answer 12. Now here 6 is multiplying, so both sides, so we're just going to divide 6 on both sides for cancelling out. So which is left? 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12. So here is b minus 95 greater than and equals to 2. Now which thing is extra? That is 95. So it means that you are going to add up 95 on both sides. 2 plus 95. Now look, this should be cancelled out. So b is equals to b 97. Okay, this is the thing that we have done in all these questions. Understand? Let's do this next. Minus 31 minus 31 into r plus 116 less than or equals to minus 124. Okay, so first of all, what we do, we are going to divide on both sides with 31. Okay, so minus 31 r plus 116 minus 124 divided over 31 divided over 31 minus 30. This minus 31 cancel out. What's the left? R plus 116. This minus and minus sign is cancelling out. So 124 divided by 31, when you are dividing, let's divide and then check what's the answer. It's 4. My answer is 4. Okay, so here I'm going to write 4. Now which thing we have done now? You're just going to subtract on both side 116. Okay, so this should be cancel out. So your r is equals to, when you're going to subtract on both sides 4 minus 116, why I should put this sign, this one greater than equal to 4 minus 116, with the negative sign we are going to write it. Okay, so 4 minus 116 is 112. Now look at here, this is the question that we have done it, but here now the sign is changed. Why? Because the value that is less, so here the signs are changed. Minus 1 112, so r is less value. Okay, okay, let's do one more. So first of all, let's divide on both sides with minus 5. This should be cancelling out. Here is 15. Negative negative cancelling out. 5 times 3 is 15. Only p minus 2, and here is 3. What we do? We are going to add both side 2. So p minus 2 plus 2 and 3 plus 2. So this should be cancelled out. So what is value of p? That is 5. In this way we get our answers. So we have covered today, everyone. Check it. Grade 10 Maths. This is the name of the chapter. Algebra Review. So we complete this chapter today. These are the last 4 lessons that we covered today, which is solve linear equations, solve system of linear equations, solve quadratic equations, and solve linear inequalities. Hope you guys understand this lesson. And remember one thing, before starting the next session, you guys practice all these lessons. Okay, and if you still need any help in any of the question, then you can contact tutors on Skype that are available Monday to Friday 5 to 9 p.m. So from here we covered this lesson as well, so you solve the rest of the test questions for all the lessons by yourself. First you make sure you practice the questions and then go to the test. Okay, and then solve this full chapter is completed. So in the next session we will start the next chapter, that is the congruent triangles. So for now, you all have a good day. Bye.